Din din diddly din diddly din 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 din. Ah! Hello everybody! Today, as I'm sure you're aware, because the whole universe should be aware of it, last Saturday it was the preview, or rather first episode debut, whatever the correct word is, of the brand new series of Doctor Who starring Peter Capaldi. Oh, is it Capaldi or is it Capaldi?
Capaldi.
Nobody knows. I have brought a friend with me today, but he's more than my friend. He's the biggest Doctor Who fan I've ever met in my life. This is my daddy!
Thank you very much. You can clap if you want to, but it's up to you. Carry on. No, it's you.
I thought it was appropriate to bring my dad along today to talk about Doctor Who because he is so obsessed with it. He loves Doctor Who, don't you?
Slightly.
Slightly is the biggest understatement and lie.
No.
Seconds, I'm just going to show you what he's looking at on the computer. This is in a spare cupboard full of Doctor Who DVDs. These are all Doctor Who books. Do you see this? No you don't, because the light's too bright. I have to hold it at the weirdest angle ever, but it is a TARDIS watch belonging to my father. So first things first, what did you think of the new episode?
Very good.
Is that all you've got to say?
It's very good. I did really like the new Doctor.
I did, surprisingly. I was very skeptical because he's very different from Matt Smith and David Tennant and Christopher Eccleston, I suppose. But now I've actually seen him, I'm on his side. I'm on side of it. I'm okay with it. Obviously, it addressed a lot of things that a lot of people had a lot of concerns about, like his age and the fact that he's so very different, because a lot of people are like, I don't want it to be him because he's too old and not pretty. But they did mention, you know, he is like old. He's an old Time Lord.
Yes.
Are you going to comment at all?
I'm waiting for you to finish.
I finished.
All right.
Comment.
Okay. Yeah, it was very good. I always knew that Peter Capaldi would be very, very good. I know people were very concerned with what Gemma just said, that he was too old, but I always said no, he wasn't, because William Hartnell was 55 when he took part.
If you don't know who William Hartnell is, first of all, watch TV, and second of all, he was the first original Doctor, which obviously was almost 51 years ago. If you didn't realise it was that old, where were you last year? One thing that I seem to say that like that then. One thing that I liked about the episode that aired on Saturday was the fact that they had a lot of links to past episodes, both from sort of the new generation of Doctor Who, from David Tennant's episode with Madame de Pompadour. You just hit me.
Sorry.
With Madame de Pompadour and the weird clockwork things that absolutely terrify me. And also things to do with, like, the scarf.
Oh yeah, the scarf was good. I like the reference to the scarf and how he said, sort of, that was, I can't remember what he said now. But it was good. It was good. I think it was extremely good.
Yeah.
It was marvellous. I like Jenny and Strax. I actually thought that the connection between, well, Jenny and Strax and Madame Vastra, I thought was a very good link to the 11th Doctor to the 12th Doctor, to reassure people that the 12th Doctor was the same person.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was needed, and it was a very good idea. I also like how Matt Smith ran Clara up. Well, not Matt Smith,
I love that.
but the Doctor ran Clara up to reassure that the person in the TARDIS was actually him. That was brilliant. It had me in tears.
I think the phone call between the Doctor and Clara was really needed. Not necessarily for the programme, which obviously made the programme wonderful, or it was wonderful anyway, but you know what I mean. But I mean for the audience, because of the fact that so many people were not happy about it being Peter Capaldi, or Capaldi, and you know, people, kind of made people go, okay, sure, he's the same person, the same character, it's okay. It made me cry. He was in tears. I was laughing at him.
I knew genuinely, like I said before, that Peter Capaldi would be very good. And people at my work have always said he's too old, and I was always saying he's not too old. You know, you can't always have a young doctor. You can't. It's not possible.
Well, he's a very old guy, really, isn't he? He just looks. No, I don't mean Peter Capaldi. I mean the Doctor.
Oh yeah, the Doctor.
Oh no! I've just got nominated for the Ice Bucket Challenge. Johnny! I've been dreading this moment. I hate my life. The Doctor is a really old guy. Anyway, he's like 900 or more. We don't really know, do we?
Which is over 2,000 years old.
Oh, well, he's a lot older than I thought. He's an old guy, so you know, the fact that he had a young face is kind of very contradictory to how old he actually is. So the fact that they've given him an old face works. My daddy has been watching Doctor Who since he was a little tiny person. How old were you when you started watching it?
9.
He was 9. And who would you say is your favourite Doctor?
My favourite Doctor is Peter Davison.
Which is the 5th Doctor, if you do not know.
Because for me, that's where it began. Although Tom Baker was still the Doctor in 1980, and I watched it from 1980. In 1980.
Now you can guess how old my father is.
When the 4th Doctor regenerated into the 5th Doctor in 1981, that's when it really started for me. I started watching Peter Davison, you know, and stuff like that. I really liked the series from there on in, really. Although I did watch it in the 70s, but not
Yeah, but you were only tiny in the 70s, weren't you?
Yes.
So.
I was only 6, 7.
That's tiny.
8.
I'm older than that now. See, it only started for me in 2005 when I was 11. I'm going to zoom in on that when that happens. I was only 11 or 12. In fact, no, I wasn't, because I didn't actually watch the first series, did I?
No.
At first, I was only allowed to watch it the year after, I think.
I can't remember.
It was definitely David Tennant when I started watching it. For me, I think that Matt Smith is my favourite Doctor out of the new ones. But overall, I'm in love with Patrick Troughton.
Patrick Troughton.
2nd Doctor.
Is
But Matt Smith is very similar to Patrick Troughton, I think. What do you think, or what do you hope, rather, for the future of Doctor Who? Where do you think this goes with Peter Capaldi and Clara and this Missy person?
Well,
where do you think this is going to go?
Well, for a start, I have to say this. I'm hoping that Peter Capaldi plays the part for about 5 years. I think he would, if he can actually be the way he was on the Saturday. Well, if he is that good, what he was on the Saturday, what's he going to be like in 3 or 4 years' time when he finishes, or whenever? I know he said he doesn't want to just play the part. He wants to be the part.
Oh, I got that quote right without even knowing it.
I think that's really good, because he's watched the programme since he was 5, so he knows the character very well.
It's a difficult character to know. Well, because it changes.
You've got to bring your own. You've got to bring your own personality to it.
Which every Doctor so far has done very well, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I think it'd be fantastic. In fact, I know you will, just by watching the first scene when he comes out of the TARDIS. The way he is. If you think about this, right? Can I just say this? If you watch Historical Robot, right? Watch that and compare it with Peter Capaldi. It's very strong similarities.
And what year is that from?
1974.
So that was who? Tom Baker?
Tom Baker. So it's both very, very good stories, but I'm hoping with Clara, I know there's speculation about her going. I would sort of say just leave that alone, see what happens. When I was growing up and watching Doctor Who, I never knew anything really, and every week was a surprise, you know.
Yeah, now because of Twitter and
there's too much information.
Everybody knows everything before it's going to happen, or has a vague idea. Same with other stuff like Supernatural or anything.
Yeah,
everybody knows everything, and you know what River Song would say to that?
Spoilers.
that is all for this week's video. And when I say this week, I mean just today, because I've got another one this week. Whoa, that happens every week, so it's not a surprise. You need to be more enthusiastic. Come on, look at me, I'm bouncy.
Just like to say, I'm sorry for being such a disappointment. I would say more, but I'm not allowed. I've been restricted, you see.
When are you talking about? I didn't restrict you at all.
Yes, you have.
What?
What?
Sorry, ignore that. That is all for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is links for everything in the description, including my Twitter, Tumblr, and Vinstagram. That's a mixture between Vine and Instagram. It's not a thing, but I should make it. I will see you on Friday for a brand new video. But until then, farewell, strangers.
Bye.